Hello, beautifuls of the feed. It's me, Benji. I'm back today with another tarot reading. Hope you're having a beautiful Saturday. Here in New Zealand, it's just the morning on Saturday. So, hope you have a beautiful Friday if you're in the northern hemisphere where it's still Friday. Other than that, if you see this video at another time, hope you're having a beautiful day. Let's get into it and let's just get a general energy going. I'm just going to do a general reading today. So, we're just going to go with the flow, see what comes out, see what happens. If you resonate, please like, subscribe if you're new, and also please leave a comment if you feel like it. Okay, so the first card that did come out was the Three of Swords. So this one is really just giving me pain, struggles. There is some heartbreak, or there's something that's really affecting you greatly at the moment. We have the Page of Swords, which is very much giving me mental energy, unrest, like kind of being very much strong above it, but I feel like there's still like this swirling mental energy going on. You appear to be strong, but your mind is very much swirling. That's kind of what I'm getting from the Page of Swords today. Head in the clouds kind of vibe. What else do we have? We have the Magician. Okay, so that's very interesting. So it's creation, it's manifestation, it's willpower, it's desires, it's bringing those things into the physical. So I really feel like there is a sense of manifestation taking place. It's very interesting. This pain that come up, I feel like this is driving you towards manifesting something from it. And that's where the strength comes from. I feel like this pain's there, but you're like trying to manifest it away, or like, okay. Very interesting. The Eight of Wands has come out. And this one's very much giving me direction. It's very giving me like, lots of energy points kind of directed at you, or you directed at lots of energy. And I feel like you're moving towards it. It's very interesting, to say the least. This card just kind of flew out. Interesting. The Knight of Cups. Okay. And we have the Hanged Man. So it seems like there's going to be a lot of compassion, maybe some empathy, very romantic kind of feeling, very poetic. Like it's going to be smooth, like smooth. That's kind of what I'm getting. It's going to be like some smooth sailing when it comes to interactions with other people. I feel like the sacrifice and release is really here, like the giving of like the pain. I really feel like the pain has been there. Be very strong through it. You're manifesting this direction, and almost like a lot of people looking at you, or you looking back at a lot of people. It's kind of what I'm getting. And then we have the Knight of Cups, which is giving this romantic, poetic vibe. It's very compassionate. It doesn't have to be romantic. I really feel like it's just compassion and empathy and almost like unconditional love coming in. And we have the Hanged Man, which brings in a lot of sacrifice and release. Yeah, so I feel like this feeling of whatever's coming in towards you is really going to make you be able to help like sacrifice this feeling of pain. This pain, there's been a while, like I feel like it's been a while, I might say like a few weeks. It's what I'm feeling, maybe 3 weeks. I really feel like this is lifting, this suffering. Yeah, thought so. Okay. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Swords. So we have this newfound opportunity, we have a newfound line of abundance, like a new financial freedom, or the beginnings of that. Very interesting. Like a new attitude come from this, and you're just really like putting your head down and like just being given this opportunity. You're still bound by black magic or some sort of curse or some sort of self-doubt, because of the moon. So we have this card, and then the moon came out. So very interesting here. I feel like this is what's ultimately there and lingering. Moon energy. I would recommend you do some black magic removal, or meditation, saging, just anything that you feel comfortable with that like helps with removing negative energies and or even sound baths. You know, you can do like the music. So it's really what I'm getting from this, that you're very bound by the moon energy. You're very bound by it. You're not working with it. You're very bound by it. You know, you're trapped by it. You're stuck in it. It's very interesting. And I feel like this is where the pain comes from. It's very much up here, the mental energy, what I'm getting. You are trying to manifest this thing at the same time as this pain's happening. So the sacrifice and release happens because I feel like there is a lot of energy coming in, and they're going to show you like compassion and like a poetic justice and like empathy and like unconditional love. It's really what I'm getting from the sense. I don't get like a singular energy coming in. I get like multiple energies coming in and really raising your vibration and helping you raise your vibration. Which brings that sacrifice and release, obviously. But you're still bound by the moon energy. As much as this is happening, you're still bound by it. It's just feeling better. That's what I see and what I get from this. Let's get some more cards out and just go on from the moon card here. Yeah, sometimes winning is not the best. Sometimes winning at all costs is not the way. I really get this from today, that you want to win at all costs, but it's really not worth it. It really seems like you want to win at all costs, but it's not worth it. It's like a mindset. It's almost like you self-doubt to a point where you will win at all costs. But then when you get almost to that point where you're winning at all costs, the moon energy comes in and takes you back to that self-doubt, and you lose motivation. It's really what I'm getting from the Five of Swords today. It's really like really a sense of like dissatisfaction and progress. That's what I'm really kind of getting. And I feel like you've been manifesting this for a while. Maybe you've tried to manifest this a few times. And it just seems to fail. And I think it's got a lot to do with the Three of Hearts, the Three of Swords back there. I really feel like it does. And we have the Queen of Swords that has popped out here. So that's very much giving me energy. Haven't felt that for a while, but I would say that maybe there is a feminine energy, or like not a female person, but just a feminine energy. Because there are some men that are like, you know, in their feminine energy. So I'm just saying a feminine energy as such is very much directed energy at you, and it's not good energy. So it seems to me that there is a lot of bad energy being directed at you for some reason. I don't know, essentially. I think it's probably to do with envy or jealousy or something like that, because we have the sense of Ten of Wands here, and the Ten of Wands is really giving me the sense of like it's like you shared too much. It's what I'm getting from this, is that it's almost like you have all of this baggage, and I feel like because you have all of it, you want to share a lot of it, and I feel like by sharing too much of it, it can really bring in these energies. And I feel like because you maybe have shared some things, it's really bringing that pain back into your life, because I feel like people either, one, don't understand, two, they find it hard to grasp the concept of the things that you're doing maybe, or like saying. I think you're having like a spiritual awakening. So I think a lot of people are finding it hard to relate to you or to be like connected to you, because I really think that you're like doing this and it's like outside of like everything, just in a private setting. I really think that you're doing this the proper way, and like you're really doing it, right? Like I really think that you're doing it. But I think this pain keeps popping up, and I really feel like it's from like this expression of like letting people know what you're doing, or even just kind of sharing those things with people. I'm really getting that it sounds like so sucky to not share your dreams with people, but like I'm really getting that this is a sense of like manifesting it. You get really excited. Maybe you share this information with someone that is romantic with you, and you feel very released. You feel very like, oh, but I feel like this sacrifice and release is really giving me like you're sacrificing and releasing this idea by telling someone. It's really just giving me a sense of like it begins again, you know, when you do this, when you share this information and you really get excited about it. And I know like it sucks, because I wish I could tell everybody about all the good things. But the Ace of Pentacles is really showing that new beginning, that reset back to the beginning. So I feel like you're carrying a lot of baggage from this, and it's causing a lot of pain because you don't understand why it's moving forward, this situation. And what I'm getting from this is really that this moon energy is holding you back, and I feel like it's something to do with the supernatural. You know, like it's something to do with something that you can't see. Yeah. I can't even right now. It's something to do with something you can't see. Being very defensive against something you can't see. This card here was going to pop out too, which is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so you have opportunities. You have an opportunity to fix this. You have an opportunity to make this better. So if you do get some resonance from this today, and this advice, I guess, from this reading is resonating with you, let me know. I'm just going to say, if you do want to leave a comment, don't share your deepest, darkest desires or dreams or, you know, like the things that you're doing. Only ever feel comfortable enough to share something in my comments if it's something you know that's not going to cause any backlash when it comes to things that you can't see. So I am going to recommend that. So if I do end up with no comments on my videos, then that's okay. I really do understand, and I really just want to do like the best I can for my channel and for everyone. And I really do have like a compassionate understanding and a care for whoever watches my videos and resonates. So yeah. You can believe me, you don't have to. But I just do it the way that I believe is the right way and good. Let's move on to the Silver Witchcraft Tarot. The Wheel of Fortune at the end here, it's really just giving me the opportunities, right? Like you have new opportunities. You have this opportunity to really spin the wheel and change your fate. That's what I'm getting. Like this is not fated. Like it's almost like not supposed to be fated that this is happening. But the Wheel of Fortune really wants you to gain your fated path, if that makes sense, like your destiny path. It really wants you to line up with that. And I feel like you're like kind of struggling to get there. You're manifesting it. You're in a lot of pain. You're bound by it, the moon. And there is other energy that's coming in. It's a feminine energy and it's really trying to hold you back. But it's really asking you to spin the wheel. All right? Spin the Wheel of Fortune. Take a chance. Take a risk. You know, like... it's really interesting, you know, it's like, I want a new path. It's just like, see where it lands. It's really giving that kind of vibe. All right, let's clarify with the Silver Witchcraft today. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is really showing me that development and the thing that you're manifesting. Like, you're doing it. Like, you're really putting in so much love and care and compassion. I don't even think you're putting in much effort because... I feel like when you put in effort, it's really just giving this sense of like, you're not real about it or something. It's just something to do with like, you know, general psychology behind people and stuff. Like when they put too much effort into something, you know that they're like trying too hard or, you know what I mean? So they're not being real. So at the sense of like this, it's really giving me that you're being real about this and you're not trying too hard. You're really doing the things and you're really being calm and being very balanced towards all these things. But this one thing keeps holding you back, which is this moon energy being sent to you by someone. The Eight of Chalices here is really like trying to run away. It's really trying to move away from it and like run away from the situation and get away. It's even like, you know, run away and rest. It's not like stay in the same spot. It's like you want to go on holiday or you want to go and embrace something else. You really want to disconnect from the current situation and reality. We have the Ace of Wands, which is giving me a sense of like doing this whole running away, as I say. Don't take it like you're running away from everything. It's really not. You're just running away from the situation for a moment, but you'll come back to it. It's really what I get from this. It's the balance. It's really coming into like, you realize that you need to take a break. You need to get away from the noise and you just need to sit in this Ace of Wands kind of energy where you're kind of moving forward. There's new opportunities, there's new growth, there's new abundance, new strength within yourself. And I really think that's kind of what's coming out here. So I guess this is somewhat of like the solution or some cards that can kind of help out with that. So getting away and being part of nature is really what I'm getting from this. Even just like a campfire, because there is two campfires and there's a forest there. This is all forest campfire stuff. So I'm getting nature, I'm getting forest, I'm getting camping, I'm getting, you know, like, like roasting marshmallows around a campfire with your friends. Or even with like your significant other, or even by yourself, like at the end of the day, that's what I'm getting. It's really just giving me like that. Live a little, like, get away from the noise. The next card is the Star, which is giving me rejuvenation and hope and faith. A newfound faith, newfound hope. This is really beautiful, and I'm loving this because it really gives me a sense that, like, this is really trying to show you that, like, if you just take some time and, like, do something that you love, you're passionate about, it's just going to take you out of reality for a little bit. No, not gaming. What I'm really saying is, like, connect with nature, touch grass, basically. I don't like saying touch grass, but that's kind of what this is saying. Touch grass. You'll find a new rejuvenated hope and faith in yourself and in the world and the universe. It's really beautiful. I love it. It makes me want to go camping, to be honest. But it's also a cost thing, right? Like, costs a lot of money to go camping in my country. Okay, the High Priest, very physical. Things are coming to fruition. Things are being manifested. I'm really getting this is just the opposite of the High Priestess. So that's like spiritual intuition and truth and stuff. So this is like physical. This is really seeing it in the physical, right? The other one is really knowing and just, you know in your soul. And this one is like, because there is evidence in front of you. You can see it. And I feel like this is the truth that's going to really be hard hitting, is the physical evidence that you see that's going to create some sort of epiphany and awakening, or, this rejuvenated hope and faith in the physical or even in the spiritual. But I'm really getting both here. The High Priestess has really got like the, like the foresty vibes too. So we have the Four of Wands. So I was kind of wondering if this has got something to do with the connection. And the Six of Chalices. Okay, so this situation here is really giving me a sense of nostalgia. It's like childhood friends or something. Maybe you're going to meet up with them again. The 1111, Four of Wands, is really just giving me the sense of someone's coming in. Someone's going to come in. This is later on. I really get that this is going to be like the Wheel of Fortune moment. It's really giving me the sense of like once you've really seen the truth in the physical and done something about it, I really think this is going to come into fruition. And I feel like this is part of the manifestation of yours, is abundance and love and connection, whether it's twin flame, soulmate. Six of Chalices shows me that it is a past connection, childhood friend, past life connection even. The moon is there. You're very connected. At the same time, I feel like the moon on this card represents something different than this card, but it also represents like the energy that's surrounding both of you. So I think with this situation, I feel like this could be soulmate, something mirroring. And I really feel like this could be on both sides. So you and this other person that haven't come back together or even seen each other for such a long time or even ever in this life are still on your journey and you're so close. I just really think like this is progress, right? Like this is so close. You're so close to being able to draw in and have the law of attraction work for you and have that soulmate come into your life. But I really feel like this is like one thing. It's the moon energy. It's the black magic. It's the curse. It's the self-doubt. It's the unbalance that needs to be really focused on. And I feel like when you are more balanced and when you stop doubting yourself and putting yourself with these self-imposed limitations caused by the energy that's been sent at you, because from experience, I've spent a long time. I guess I'm bringing this up. I am a foster kid, so I'm fine with sharing my information. I've already done everything I needed to do for it. I got my justice. So like, there's nothing anyone could literally do or say or send towards me that would harm me from this. So, I was a foster kid. I was highly abused in foster care. And essentially, I guess this is kind of relating to something that happened to me when I was really younger. it just gives me a sense of like the work that I had to do to really change everything and make things happen. The manifestation, the pain from the pain, like you're in a painful situation. I feel like you're really trying to manifest yourself out of that. It's essentially what I did for myself when I was younger. But yeah, it's just like really interesting. This highly abused thing that I was talking about was me when I was a child, was the moon card. The energy that was left with me after many years, and once I got away from that situation, it took me, well, like I got away when I was 16 because that's when they kicked me out when I came out. And I won't go into details, but like you can just kind of grasp what I'm saying by what I'm saying. And then, yeah, I was put into like a family home. It's like a halfway house for like orphans. And I saw so much. Like I saw so much that I didn't want to see, but I saw it, right? And so I know. And what did I do? I reported it because apparently, according to most people in my country, I'm a narc. But to me, I'm just like a good person and I don't want to see that. And I want to like try to help the people that are getting hurt. I've always been like that. And it's literally the moment when like that's when I'm the one that's been affected so much. So I think what I'm saying by this is that when I do those things, people literally want to destroy you because you are causing problems for them. Like the evil people, the people that have some sort of secret or lie that they have to protect, or, like I'm learning all this stuff. And this is when I was really young, like 16. And so I basically like found out about these systems and these things really early on in life. So it's been very hard for me to just like get through. But with this, I really feel like you're going to see it in the physical. You're going to see whatever this is in the physical, whatever is hurting you. You're really going to start seeing it manifest in the physical. And I don't want that. I don't want that for you. This is really kind of interesting. I've never felt this before, and I've never felt like just from a reading, it can give me a sense of like what could happen if you stay in the situation. And it's really taking me back to a bad place. And I just really want to say, if you're resonating with this today, I send you a lot of my compassion and love and light, and you can take it. Okay. I have lots to give. For anyone that is also compassionate, empathetic, and that you're welcome to taking it. But anyone else that has ill intentions, you're not allowed to take my energy. And you won't be able to. Okay? I just really, 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 really want to see good for you, whoever's watching. I'm getting upset. But I'm not. It's just an emotion from the reading. Yeah, so it's very interesting here. I'm just going to move on to these cards, and I'm going to look at the situation that is pain, because I really have this like feeling. I want to look at what is causing you pain, what kind of situation, because I'm being told to. I was being told to in my mind. You need to do it. It's the same card that came out after the card. It's literally the same card that came out right after the pain card. So we've got double cards. Page of Swords. And this one is really giving me something different to that one. Oh no, wait, it's different. It's different. I totally just thought it was the same card because they look so similar. But no, it's the Page of Pentacles. What I'm getting from that is like maybe some sort of loyalty has hurt you. Maybe your own loyalty for other people or other situations. Trust is really coming up today for me. It's like this system like where you fall into trust, right? You don't fall in love, but you fall into trust, and that's when you fall in love. So it's really giving me a sense of like letting your guard down. And I feel like that was caused a lot of pain in your life. And it's like falling in trust. Like you trusted all these people, or you trusted this person, or, like that's what I'm getting. It's really the hurt pain from trust, vulnerability and things like that. So I'm not saying don't be trusting. I'm just, it's like you got to work on psychology, human psychology and stuff. I think everyone should study human psychology. Like if you're empathetic and like feeling things in your life feels like hell because of how you feel or because of how other people feel, I really would suggest maybe looking into a little bit of human psychology or whatever you think is interesting in that kind of area of stuff, because you can learn so much stuff from learning about the human brain and how people react to certain things and like all that kind of stuff. I find it super interesting. Yeah, I don't use really any of that stuff in my real life. I'm so untrained. I can literally say something that would like cut off like a trust moment, like to become friends with someone like in a second. And I don't even realize I'm doing it because I'm just being me. So there is this real like sense of like being your true self is really the key here as well. That's where I'm kind of getting to. We have two more cards that have popped out, and I was feeling this before. I was going to say it, but like there was no card to express it. So we do now. We have nightmares. We have dreaming. We have some sort of nighttime activity where you can't really feel good and you're like waking up and you're like tossing and turning, or you wake up in a pool of sweat or something. It's just really giving me that anxiety, feeling really hopeless, being captive, almost being like imprisoned at night. That's kind of what I'm getting from that. And then we have an upside down card. It's the only upside down card that's really fell out upside down. And this one is just giving me acceptance. This one's really giving me like, you need to forgive yourself for whatever it is that you are victimizing yourself for. Almost like you need a new alliance. So this one is really giving me a sense of like whatever situation you're in, maybe this is really recommending that you need a new alliance. You need a new situation, like a new group of friends or a new friend or, you know, like new energy to be around. So what I'm getting now ultimately from this reading is that there's all of that, and then there's just a sense of like maybe you can't let go of the past. Maybe you can't let go of this past that's causing you pain because you care so much. I can totally understand that. I've had a relationship just like that, and it was like 7 years long, and I couldn't let go of it. You know, like I was so stuck, and I was so caught up in the fact that like this person said they loved me, and all those kind of things, right? Like, you know, and they would act differently. But I also have compassion for the situation of others because I understand that we all have like these traumas and stuff, and like it's not on to be like taking a trauma out on people, but like if you show compassion, then you can help heal people's trauma. If you just turn on them and like ditch them and like abandon them, they have more trauma. They have more trauma created in their life, mostly abandonment trauma. So I'm not saying stick around. I'm just saying this is just part of life, and don't feel bad if you have to leave. Don't feel like you're abandoning someone, because if anything, if you stay, you're abandoning yourself. And that's all I really want to say about that, because it's getting really heavy. And at the end of the day, I guess my channel is going to be like a heavy tarot reading channel, and it's going to be, you know, just real, too real, maybe. But it's me. It's just me. I'm going to be me. It's gonna be me. We're going to just move on here, and we're going to get 3 cards from Terra Volatile, and we'll finish off with an Oracle card from the Amazonian Oracle, I think. Okay, we'll just get these cards. So there's direction and control, hard work, a high standard of work, you know, direction, thinking about the future. This is giving me the high standard of work, you know, like really just putting in a lot of hard yakka, as I would say in Australia, I think. 5 of Cups is giving, you know, being stuck in between of these decisions. Do you want to walk away? Do you want to stay? And I was kind of getting that before. We have the 3 of Cups. So it's just really interesting. This really giving me a sense of like, maybe you think there's a third party situation. Maybe you already know there is. And maybe this is what's causing a lot of issue. We have a Fool and the Page of Coins. So it's really giving me a sense of like, you don't really know what to do because there is a third party situation in the situation that you're in. And this reading's getting out of hand. Third party situation now. This has like everything in it. Crazy. So this third party situation could be the person or the energy that is sending you that bad energy from before. I'm weirdly getting that from it. The next card we have is the Fool. So I feel like this physical truth is going to be shown to you from this other card, the High Priestess. And the Fool over here is really giving me a sense of what you're moving into. You're going to make a leap of faith, and you are going to trust the process, and you are going to be prosperous, and you're going to have new beginnings, and you're going to be fun, and it's going to be just like the Fool. You know, you're going to be innocent, you're going to have so much compassion and love to give. And with the Page of Coins here, we really get, focusing on your goals, and it will bring, focus on your goals, and it will bring great success, pretty much. So this one is really giving me a sense of like, you really need to just focus on your stuff and kind of like, really dive into human psychology. Interestingly enough, I really get that, like either that, or you could just like do some black magic removal or meditation and stuff. Like, if you don't really want to get into the depths of like, you know, the human mind. I really like this reading, but it's also kind of a lot. So, can I give you all a hug, or did I scare away you guys last time when I gave you a hug? Because I was like, big hug, and then my channel kind of cut in half and all the views went. But at the end of the day, I don't really think about that. I was just like, maybe it was because I wanted to hug everyone. So I apologize if I weirded you out by wanting to give you a hug, but it was honestly just like a Christian side hug. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this reading. We're going to move on to the Amazon Oracle. We haven't done this for a few days, so let's just grab a card out of here. There is two, so I'm probably just going to do that one. There we go. Okay, we got Pachak Kamak, Angel of the Three Worlds. Very cool. And I will grab my trusty book, my guide, and it is number 19. Okay, Pachak Kamak, Angel of the Three Worlds. All the gods, all the heavens, all the world are within us, Joseph Campbell. So this one says Pachak Kamak is the archangel guardian of the three worlds. In Quechua, Pacha means the world. The Kamak means being or soul. Pachak Kamak together means the soul, or the one, who animates the world. In the ancient Andean cosmology of the three worlds, Hanak Pachak in Quechua was the name of the upper world. The middle world is called Kausei Pacha, and the lower world is Uku Pacha. Hanak Pacha means highest world. Kausei Pacha represents the world of our existence, and Uku Pacha is the inner or depth world. These three realms correspond to the shamanic and mythological perspective of the three worlds. We still retain this three-world cosmology in our culture, and the names that are most familiar to us are heaven, hell, and earth. You see triple-faced Pachak Kamak with his staff. You know what? I just totally felt like I was giving some, like, you know, I see Christian side hug, didn't I? This is really giving me, like, spiritual, like, you know, as in, like, religious. I feel like you're being led away from some sort of beliefs and teaching, and I feel like this is the kind of pain that it's been causing you because you've been like in this situation where, wow, where maybe it's got to do with religion or old religion. Interesting. You see triple-faced Pachak Kamak with his staff, and he wears the crown signifying his authority in the three worlds. The upper world is a higher vibration representing our most ethical, moral attributes and our higher spiritual aspirations. Some ancient teachings say that this realm has seven levels or heavens, and at the highest is the divine creator. The other levels are the traditional dwelling places of angelic beings, evolved spiritual masters, and our ancestors, all who work carelessly. Ceaselessly, my bad, not carelessly, help humanity's evolution into a higher consciousness. The middle world refers to the physical world in which we inhabit. Also, there is an unseen and ineffable counterpart of the physical world. We all experience this invisible reality of the middle world, within our intuition or sixth sense. This realm is the expression of many contradictions in the physical world, the good, the bad, the beautiful, and the downright ugly. The lower world is the world of primordial nurturing and sustenance. It is the ultimate source of our nutrition, the plants. It is the source of minerals, and it is rich in mythological significance. It is also the realm of the animal powers and spirits. In our cosmology, the enduring problem that is the lower world has become demonized, an inhospitable place where sinners go to suffer eternal damnation. From the shamanic and psychological perspective, psychological human psychology, I really got that from this reading today, and this is really diving into that. Really, really. This has created disassociation from the natural world by demonizing the lower world, the place that holds the spiritual qualities and nature of sustenance. We have become culturally, spiritually disconnected from these life-sustaining qualities and nature itself. And I was really getting like, go camping. Be part of a forest, be part of that. Yeah, wow. Nowadays, in scientific and contemporary physiological thought, these worlds are not seen as real places existing in spatial terms, but are mythological or allegorical realms such as Shambhala, Avalon, and El Dorado. Such domains and mythical kingdoms have in the past fired the imaginations of actual explorers, but ultimately it's a destination for the inner spiritual journey. C.G. Jung, in his pathfinding work, Mysterium Conjunctionens, describes the alchemist's labor to bring about the transformation of matter as a metaphor of the human process to transform our consciousness and unify the transcendent realms with our corporeal existence. The work of the alchemy in essence is how we can interact and explore the three worlds, to discover transcendent and hidden aspects of ourselves and to bring them into realization in our life path so that we may flourish and prosper as human beings living on earth. This is very much what this reading was kind of giving me, is that I think the universe is trying to align you on your destiny path, your fated path. You know, like, I really think you're not on that right now. And it's trying to align you on that by giving you some really hard truths. And I know about hard truths. So anyone that does get it to this point, thumbs up. You're amazing. And I think that you must have a very strong mind. I feel like a lot of people won't get to this point because I just know. The meaning of this card. If you've drawn this card, Pachacama, it reminds you that the three worlds are symbolic representations of the inner cosmology, your emotional, physical, and spiritual realms. You're aware of these internal processes and how they all interact and relate with each other. The key is to have an awareness and perception of self and draw on this power and inspiration from your inner cosmology. At different times and situations, one realm may seem to be predominant in your life, but you know that is more of a matter of where your attention is at that time. For example, if you feel low and unwell, listless, and maybe have a general lack of energy, this will manifest primarily in your physical world. I'm having an epiphany moment because I literally said that. The high priest, physical manifestation, pain. The pain will be manifested if you're in that low energy. However, you know that this is a sign and a message that you're out of balance with your emotional and spiritual bodies. This reading is literally that. That's like the message. Knowing this, you can draw power, energy, determination, strength from your emotional body and inspiration with a shift in outlook from your spiritual body. You know from a personal experience that I can't even with this right now. You know from personal experience that in times of trouble, disruption, and discord, the main thing that gets you through these is an inner knowing, and that you'll, like a ship in a storm at sea, make it through into calm waters. I'm overwhelmed right now. I'm going to put a song in the comments today. I haven't done that for a while. But if you haven't heard it, it's called Spirit Guides. I really think this is going to go with this reading really well. You may have a few bruises, but you are intact, certainly wiser and stronger than before. This intuition is where your open connection to your spiritual world provides you with support, the perspective, and the wisdom that underlies the physical and the emotional strength and power you need. You can lift the spirits, and this is the critical detriment for success in the ups and downs of life. Patrick Carmack says that ultimately your cosmology works as one. Oh. Okay. Let's just go through the thoughts for reflection, because obviously I've read it all, but let's just do the quick bullet points just to summarize it all. You will, like a ship in a storm at sea, make it through times of trouble into calm waters. Ultimately, your cosmology works as one. You are aware of the internal processes and how they all interact and relate with each other. The key is to have an awareness and a perception of self and draw upon this power and inspiration from your inner cosmology. Well, there we go. The most profound reading I've ever done. Okay, I'm calling it right now. I think this is really, really intense and really epic. And if you do watch it and you do make it to this place, thanks. I hope you all have a beautiful day, and I probably am going to post a ton of videos over the weekend this weekend. So if you like that, then that's cool. If you don't, then just ignore it, and I'll see you in the next one. All right. Thank you so much for being here, and take care. Good luck on your journey. Bye-bye.